I'm gonna be continue from where we stop, C language, and today we're gonna be talking about C token. C token. This is actually the smallest element of a program the compiler actually understand. So this is the smallest element of a program that a compiler understands or recognize. So this can actually be anything like keywords. It can be special program, special character, or special symbol. So this is the smallest element that the compiler recognized. So I'm going to be giving guys example of that. So let's say we have some keywords, like I'm just going to be listing them. We have some keywords like int, so it doesn't have to be in capital letter. Int actually means integer, it means integer, just like in mathematics where integer means numbers. It means numbers 1 2 3 4 5, those are integers. So int, it means integers. So this is a special symbol the compiler actually understand. So this is like a command. Do you understand? So command is like something that represents something. You know what I'm saying? Like let's say A represents skip. So represent skip this video. And this A is a command. So this does not, I'm not saying this is this is the meaning of A in C language, but I'm just giving you guys a reference. So let's say A. So let's say I'm telling you that every time I say A, just keep the video. Do you understand? So I don't have to say skip the video. You know what I'm saying? So if I say skip the video, that's like, making too much sentence. So instead of me saying skip the video, I can just say hey, and you know what that means. You recognize A, then you just skip the video. That's how C program actually works. So it's all about symbols that actually mean something to C language. So those symbols are actually what we trying to look at here. So I'm gonna delete that. So int actually means you're trying to tell C language that you're introducing a number. You're gonna be introducing number. So because computer doesn't understand nothing except you tell him. So it doesn't understand nothing, you have to tell him. Let's say you're trying to introduce number 0 1, you're trying to introduce 0 1 2 3, you have to tell him that this is numbers. Let's say you're trying to introduce A B C D, you have to tell him that this is character, this is not number. If you don't tell him, it's gonna throw error. It's gonna tell you, I don't know what that is. You have to tell him. So when dealing with program, you don't need to to think like computer is actually a human being that you don't have to tell him everything. It's not like that in terms of programming. You need to let him know, because he doesn't know nothing. He doesn't know what 1, 2, 3, 4 is, except to tell him it's integer. So we have some other character. We have some condition if. So don't worry about this. You can just jot this down. If else, later on we're gonna know why we're gonna be using all this, the meaning of this. I'm gonna explain all of them. So if is just like a condition, right? Let's say you're trying to tell me, if I see green bus, run. So let's say green bus is just like some group of bad guys, so you're trying to give me that condition. If I see green bus, run, else stay. So this is like a statement, which means I don't need to run if I don't see green bus. Every time I see green bus, I need to run. So it's a condition. You're giving me condition, which means if I don't see green bus, I'm gonna stay. Once I see green bus, I'm gonna run. This is actually the same way we tell C language. We tell C what we want to do. Let's say you're trying to tell C, if A equals to 1, let's say if A equals to 1, if A equals to 1, say hello. So this is a condition. Then C is going to look for A. If A is not equal to 1, C is not going to say nothing. Once it finds out that A equals to 1, it's going to say hello. So it's just a normal scenario that actually happens in real life. Then we have some more symbols, like we actually call them special symbol. Special symbol, we call them special symbols because we have like this is a curly bracket. We call this curly bracket. So let me write down curly bracket. It's actually different from this. It's different from this, so you have to know the difference. This is another bracket, and then we have another bracket which we use. These are used separately. They are not the same thing. You need to know that they are not the same thing. So when we start writing program, you're gonna know the difference between them. Difference between curly brackets, why we use curly, which is this one, why we use this, and why we use this. Do you understand? So it's not the same thing. And there are so many words like symbols like comma. It has meaning. Like this colon, it has meaning. Those are special symbols that actually has meaning to the compiler. And most times we use semicolon. We use semicolon a lot in C language. We use semicolon a lot. Semicolon, it means you've actually completed one line. You want to move to the next line. You know what I'm saying? So semicolon in C language is, let's say you want to do two things. You want to multiply 2 times 2, and you also want to add or subtract 2 from 2. Those are two different statements, two different jobs. So you need to let him know that the first statement, multiply 2 times 2, semicolon, that's the first job. So you're trying to tell C language, do this first, then the next one, do this. So let's say multiply. So I have to be very fast because this is becoming long video. I don't like. Multiply 2 times 2. So 2 times 2, semicolon, subtract subtract 2 from 2 semicolon. So I'm trying to explain what this actually means. So multiply, it means, we all know what that means, multiply 2 by 2. But this semicolon, it means this, I'm done, this is the first job, do this, and it's going to move to the next one. It's going to find the semicolon. So it actually means end of a statement. So every time you make a statement inside the main function, let's say inside the function is just where you want C, where C language look at to do task. You know what I'm saying? So let's say this is I'm trying to tell C language go to here. If I do something like this, so I'm trying to tell C language that everything I put inside this bracket, just do them. So this like job that you actually giving to C. So let's say I'm trying to copy this code, and okay, so here what this actually means, you're trying to tell C language that everything I want inside, everything I put inside this bracket, just do them. And this semicolon at the end of each statement, it means this statement is finished. This is a new statement. You know what I'm saying? This is a new statement. That's how you write C program. It's actually done gradually. The first is stages. So programming is being written stage by stage. So let's say this is your first statement, statement 1. So let's say this statement 1, statement 2, statement 3. What C is gonna do, it's gonna do this one first. After, then it's gonna move to the next one. It's gonna do this one. After, it's gonna do this one. So it's actually being done stage by stage. So we need to take note of this. It's being done stage by stage. So I've actually explained C tokens, which is actually anything that compiler actually recognize. So these are part of the pattern symbols. These are part of the symbols that compiler actually recognize. It recognize all the symbols. So when you use this wrong way, it's gonna tell you it doesn't understand. So there's a way it use them. They all have different meaning. So if you use them the wrong way, it's gonna throw an error. And in the next video, we're gonna be moving on to the terminologies, and I think we are covering them one by one now. So we're gonna be moving on to terminologies and the structure, how to structure our code, our program. So don't forget, my name is Quiz. I'm gonna be teaching you guys C language. I'm also gonna be teaching you guys Python from scratch. I'm teaching from scratch. So even if you don't have idea about programming, just start from the first video, subscribe, and just keep watching my video. And that's one thing that is very important. You need to jot down, just have a note where you jot down, because everything I point out here is very important. What I'm gonna say here, one of the first thing you need to have your mindset, this is what I explain here when I say C language execute code stage by stage. You need to understand that when you write your program, this is very, very important. It's actually done stage by stage. So it's gonna do this first, then move to this one, then move to this one, because we're gonna be applying this stage by stage rules when writing code. C program, it's not only C program, every languages also follow the same rules. So you need to take note of that. And also all these symbols, like the explanation of the state the semicolon, how you use them at the end of statement, just like full stop in English. In English we use full stop. Full stop means you've completed your statement, you about to start another statement. That's what full stop means. And in C language we don't use full stop, we use semicolon. So just understand that each symbols you see here has meaning to the compiler. So we don't just use them because they have meaning. They are code, they are commands that actually represent something. So if you use them the wrong way, it's gonna throw error. So don't forget to subscribe, don't forget to follow, and I'm gonna be posting the next video. I think that's all for now. Then the next video we're gonna be going deeper into this is just the introductory part. So with time, I'm gonna be going into ideally. We're gonna be using ideally, so we're gonna be writing code together, and I'm gonna be explaining how and why I'm writing, why I'm using all these symbols. I'm gonna be explaining how and why I'm using them, and I'm also gonna be teaching Python. I'm gonna be teaching database, and I think I'm also gonna be teaching mathematics. I don't know if I'm gonna have enough time for that, but I'm actually I'm a I'm actually a student studying artificial intelligence in Middlesex University. So um, Squid is just my name is Steve, but I just Squid just just some nickname and something like that. So see you guys.